Hey y'all, I'm out here walking and I just found me a nice cool spot because I'm gonna tell you the truth. It is hot out here. I've been walking as I tend to do and listening to a podcast called Big Friendship. And I know it's another subtitle like How to Stay Close or something like that. But the truth of the matter, and I'm going to move because people might think that I'm taking pictures of them when I'm really not taking pictures of them. I'm really talking to my phone. So let me back up in here so people don't think I'm taking pictures of them and their children and their private lives so they don't get all upset and bothered and looking at me strange, okay? So let me just, right here, this is a wonderful place for me to talk, okay? And I'm gonna turn my camera, yes, right here. See how long my arm holds up. But I was listening to that book called Big Friendship, and I'm so grateful that a potential friend recommended it. I was thinking about that and some circumstances.
I knew I heard something.
Yeah, I'm out here talking, trying to be over here because I was over there, but I saw people looking at me like, I'm not taking pictures of your family. I'm just trying to talk on my cell phone. So I decided to point this way because hardly nobody's over here. So I'm like, okay, this is safe. Yeah, I was thinking about that, and the truth of it is, I realized I'm not that great at friendships. You know, a lot of people talk about friendships being hard and all that, but then I'm realizing I'm not good at it. I'm good at attracting people, but I'm really not that great at friendship, especially at this age and stage in my life. And I think the reason why people think it's harder is because when you're younger, you're around people more. You know, you're in high school, you are in clubs, you are, in the youth group at church, you are playing on the playground. So it's easy to make friends. But I think now that I'm in my 60s, I'm realizing I never really learned how to make healthy friendships. I kind of fell into them, a common interest, and we built on that. But really heartfelt, best friend forever, and it's a healthy relationship kind of friendships, nah, I never really learned how to do it. If they worked, they worked. If they didn't, they didn't. And I'm realizing that part of that probably is a function of how I grew up. I grew up as a middle child, so I felt lonely all the time. I felt isolated all the time. And so that I could survive, I had to learn how to adopt an independence that allowed me to feel hurt deeply but let it go. And I think over time, that kind of remoteness to me may be what is causing me not to really develop the deep human bonds that we all need as humans, and specifically I need at this time in my life. I'm quick to throw something away. If it's not working for me, I'm quick to throw something away. And I realize that comes from the fact that friendships were not really regarded as important when I was growing up. It wasn't something that I saw my parents really talk up or support. They would send us off to church-related activities, and we would have a sense of community among other parishioners and that kind of thing. But building deep bonds with friends wasn't something that I really learned to value or to understand. Of course, sibling relationships can be complicated, especially among same sex family. And so there were difficulties even among my sisters. I'm one of three and I'm the middle child. And so it has not been an easy thing to even navigate that. Did my soul long for deep, abiding relationships and human connection? Absolutely. But there was always this sense that I didn't belong. So I was constantly trying to fit into places where I really did not belong. And so I think I adopted that over the years and made it look easy, but it really wasn't easy. And so now that I'm an adult and I don't have the bandwidth to make it look easy anymore, to pretend to fit in places where I don't, then what I have found is that in my desire to be authentic and not having the bandwidth to do it, I have still found myself to be quite lonely and feelings of disconnect. Now, I'm actually very happily married. I love my husband dearly, but it's a little different having a romantic relationship versus having a friend relationship. And while I really, really, truly desire it, I don't truly know how to do it in a healthy way and to develop the kind of bandwidth one needs in getting to know people who are busy, people who have connections and obligations, and really having that kind of, again, the word bandwidth to let things proceed in a natural way without getting kind of bored or disenchanted at how long it's taking and all these different kinds of things. So I wanted to stop and just acknowledge the fact that I am realizing as a 64-year-old woman, I do not know how to make friends at this age. So if you have any insight or feedback into this, I ask you to share it in the comments, because somebody reading might be feeling the same way that I'm feeling. There's been a life event, a life change that is only magnifying what always was a problem, but now it's an even bigger problem because you don't have a job to hide behind. So please feel free to add in the comments if you have any insights, if you also have had to learn how to make friendships older in life and what you did and how you've been successful. I certainly would appreciate it. Okay, let me continue my walk. Bye, y'all. Okay, I am in a nice, cool home right now, and I just wanted to share the other side of the whole friendship thing. Don't get me wrong, I have some great lifelong friends. We've been friends for years, and we have grown together in the right way. Drifted apart a little bit, but our growth has been in the same direction, so that it hasn't been hard to, reconnect and that kind of thing. However, as you get older, you notice that people start dying. A lot of friendships and stuff, you're hearing about people passing. Also, you're considering your own mortality. But then you also realize that you've relied on the friendships that you've had and haven't really cultivated any new friendships. It's not something that has been a priority over the years. Same as people that have family living in town, they kind of hang with their family. Or people whose children grow up, a lot of times when they become adults, it's easier for parents to have a friendship with their kids. Whatever the reason, whether you're retired like me or you moved to a new city or something like that where you feel cut off in a way that's uncomfortable for you, knowing how to form deep bonds with people is very important. And sure, you have your shopping buddies, you have your, you have your different types of friendships. But I actually believe there's a longing, at least there's one in my soul, for something deeper, more meaningful. And I never really understood how to form those kind of bonds. I have been reading a book that has really been helping me. So even though I suck at friendship, I am teachable. And that's the message here. It's not that you have to be perfect. Not at all. None of us are. But I think we have to be open and willing. Open and willing to be taught. Open and willing to admit when we're wrong. Able to be vulnerable and saying, I need help in this area. I find myself in uncharted territory where I don't know what to do, how to be. All the decades of this thing being in the background, and now it's in the forefront. I don't quite know how to navigate making new friends in my 60s. And so again, if this resonates with you, please put it in the comments. If you have some insights, some tips, put it in the comments. Let me know where you are. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay? So, bye for now. See you at the next video.